So God is absolutely a redeemer of time, honey. It says somewhere in the Bible that God will restore the years that the locusts have eaten. Probably in one of the prophetic chapters of the book, okay, one of the books dedicated to prophecy. God will absolutely restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, the years that it seems like your life was utter disarray, decay, and then destruction. He will absolutely redeem the time, like the hundredfold blessing with expediency, the tenfold blessing with immediacy. Come on, Holy Spirit. God is always going to restore things, and when God restores things, things change in a day. Blessings upon blessings will be upon you, like wine pouring off the mountainside. Come on, Amos 9:13. Everywhere your head will spin, blessings will be flowing down like wine from the mountaintops, and it'll make your head swim. Okay? When God restores, it is with expediency, with haste, with the swiftness, with the quickness. God is absolutely going to redeem the time. So don't worry about that right now. When you say yes to the promise, you have no idea how long it's going to take to play out. I have no idea, really. I'm still waiting, honey. I'm still out here waiting on the goodness of the Lord, but my goodness, have I been built up in this waiting season. Okay? And so I'm sent here to encourage you. I'm sent here to inspire you. I'm sent here to exhort you, okay? To get you all back on your feet, beating your feet for the Father, praising your Father in this storm, through the wilderness, in the pit. Because, honey, when He takes you from that pit to the palace, your head will swim, okay? Your head will spin. Blessings upon blessings, okay? God will redeem the time that you think was wasted, but that was used to refine you, okay? To redeem you, okay? Things will move very quickly, breakneck speed, with the swiftness, with the quickness, overnight, honey. Recently, I think I uploaded a video. That was truly the first video of the year, where I was just speaking of where I live in the Atlantic Northeast. I don't know why I was thinking the Pacific Northwest. Lord have mercy. In the Atlantic Northeast. Okay, I live in the tri-state area of the DMV, and we experienced a snowstorm. There was a snowstorm for the first time in 5 years, actually, that we've had snow of this caliber, of this quantity, and we were ill prepared. Okay, and that's what God is saying to a lot of us in this season, where literally God's going to say something and we're going to be like, okay, yeah, because we haven't seen it, we're not going to believe it. Come on, Holy Spirit. And it's going to come upon us whether we're ready or not. Okay? God is saying, ready or not, here I come. Man, God is saying, ready or not, here I come. Okay? For those of you who have been contending with the promise for a while, God is saying, ready or not, here I come. And if you've prepared in the way that He's asked you to in this prophetic phase of your journey, you'll be ready. You may not be 100% ready, but you'll have exactly what you need to go where God is taking you overnight, quickly, swiftly, immediately, and permanently. Permanently, my dear. God is moving us permanently to where He has etched out for us. We're talking promised land. We're talking crossing over. We're talking land of milk and honey. We're talking a land of prosperity, a land of abundance, overflow. And these promises are big promises, mighty promises from a mighty King. Man, I hope y'all are catching this, okay? Catch this fire, okay? So Holy Spirit has allowed the time to appear as if nothing's happening, nothing's changing, okay? But that's just a mirage. Just a mirage, my dear. God is orchestrating everything so that your inner spiritual environment can catch up to your new environment. Man, Holy Spirit is with the fire today. Come on. Holy Spirit has made it so that your inner environment, your spiritual environment, your inner temple, okay, your mind, your mentality, your emotions, everything is ready for the promised land. God has made it so that your inner environment will thrive where He's taking you, okay? It's not going to make sense right now because it seems like your environment doesn't support who you've become. You're now a queen, but you're not dwelling in the palace. And God is saying, but when I take you there, when I deliver you there, when I get you there, man, when I uproot you and pluck you up and harvest you and send you on your way, you will thrive in your new environment. You'll be transplanted like a plant that's outgrown where the plant's currently planted. Okay, you know plants outgrow the little pots they come in. But man, when that plant is taken from that small little pot and taken and put in a garden, it thrives. It thrives because it has outgrown the environment where it was, where it first started as a seed. And God is able to take that blooming plant and place it where it can just flourish. So your environment may not be supporting you right now. You may have exhausted all the resources of this current environment. Holy Spirit, I feel you so much in this moment. You may have exhausted the resources at your current environment, but I promise you, the minute God transplants you, the minute God plucks you up and uproots you and moves you, relocates you, okay? The minute he separates you and places you with the people with whom you were meant to thrive, with whom you were meant to do life, with whom you were meant to do business, kingdom agenda, kingdom business moves, I promise you'll thrive. I promise. You'll thrive. It will be effortless. It will be seamless. And it will be swift. Swift. With the quickness, you'll catch on. You'll adapt. You'll transform. You will bloom in that new environment where God is taking you. I promise you. So don't doubt the time. Don't doubt the passage of time. Don't doubt how things are playing out. Don't doubt the prophecy. Remember, prophecy is in part, okay? We only prophesy in part. We do not receive the full revelation, because then we'd probably squander it. We'd probably misuse it, okay? Abraham received the full promise, received the full, well, I would say he received a really general or sort of vague promise, but he received the promise in the fullness and still squandered it. He still tried to make the promise happen on his timeline and his will. And God still had to be like, look, you want this promise or not? It's going to come through me, my way, okay? So don't rush, don't squander, don't be impatient, don't be hasty. Be patient, be faithful, and be diligent with the things God has told you to do in this season. And when it's time for you to be transplanted, honey, it will be seamless. It will be seamless. I promise you, okay? So when the Holy Spirit moves, he moves swiftly, with expediency, suddenly, overnight. I mean, head spinning, okay? And unapologetically. Holy Spirit moves unapologetically. When the Spirit is ready to move, honey, you move with the Spirit. You move with the Spirit, okay? He will always stand to get the glory from impossible situations, because all things are possible through Christ, my dear. So they're impossible to us, but when God begins to move in your life, when those big promises become major manifestations, when they become miraculous moments, you'll see why things had to play out the way they did. You'll see why. You'll understand why it appeared impossible to you, but it was really just building up your faith for the miracle that occurred, okay? And this is what happens when ordinary people practice extraordinary faith. When ordinary people like your girl, your queen, okay? Just 3 years ago this year, just started uploading videos, just started speaking, just started allowing the Holy Spirit to flow through me. 3 years later, we are manifesting all the promises God has already spoken over my life, speaking life into you, identifying kings and queens, speaking life, reminding you who you are, who your Father is, who you are, whose you are, and whose business you're about, okay? And now we get to be crowned in manifestation, crowned in glory, and crowned in God's goodness, okay? So excited to have shared this word with you all. I pray that you all are taking these gold nuggets back to your Father, first of all, for clarification and explanation and inspiration, all the things. And I will see you all on the other side of your prophetic journey.